I'm a son. I'm a father, grandfather. I'm a person who cares about their family, a person who cares about our customers, a person who cares about our employees, and a person who really cares about our bank to make sure we are the best bank. When I started in 1972, I graduated from my university. It's a business college with an accounting degree. I went directly into banking. And so they put me in a very fast-paced management program. I would say that, they probably were the best mentor for me. The CEO took me under his wing and explained to me how good banking was done, how you handled yourself out with customers. And so I would say I've probably got one of the best training grounds. I've been in many locations. I came from a bank that had many banks it owned. We were in Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, Michigan. And so you got to see cultures in every different state. Just like I would say that McAllen, Texas, the state of Texas, has their own culture. And it's a great culture, I must say. But being able to be out in the community, being able to be trained by some of the best people, the banking career has been very good to me. If you say credit cards, I've managed credit cards. If you say commercial lending, I've done commercial lending. So I'm very diverse in my knowledge, and that has helped me very much so. And also, it's helped me to help our staff, our employees, to train them and to give them the confidence that they need to be good bankers. I love the Rio Grande Valley. My family loves the Rio Grande Valley. It is a very gracious place. We found people very open, very friendly, and I've been many places. But I have to say the Valley is the best place to be. I'll have friends call me and ask me how my day is going, and I will tell them I'm looking at palm trees. How's their day going? The Valley has been very welcome in many ways. Working with United Way, working with Making a Wish, working with customers. And I have to say our customers have been extremely friendly and extremely nice, and have hosted me at many events. So the Valley, in my mind and in my family's mind, is very receptive to people coming from outside the Valley. We need to make sure that our customers and also our families take this advice. To be successful, you need a good attorney. To be successful, you need a good accountant, a CPA. To be successful, you need a good banker. Now, in today's world of mobility and electronics, it still does not remove you from having these three people by your side at all times. I've grown up on a dairy farm, and on a dairy farm you rise early. You're out in the barn between 4:30 and 5, and I've kept that same status going of making sure I rise early and get to work early. Now, it has many benefits. One benefit is that you get your work done, and you can also mentor people. You can also enjoy your employees and work with them. And then at the very end, my night is I spend it with my family, normally my wife. And so a day here at the bank is very similar to, I'm going to say, a day of growing up. And I do enjoy it. 7:30 in the morning to get the troops together and all have a common plan. And but also say is that, we are very open door policy here. So if you want to come and see me, if you want to see any of our people at this bank, you don't need an appointment. You walk into the bank. This door is always open, and everyone understands that when a customer comes, that is our number one priority. So very open door policy. I would say coming here early also allows me time for myself to get what I need to get done and then move forward. You'll see me mostly outdoors for hunting, fishing. I love history. I love to go to places and find out what has happened there 100 years ago. And, a lot of us, history does repeat itself in many ways. It just may not be at that exact spot. So you'll find me, I do like to stay in shape. So I do try to get some exercise in. It's very hard to do sometimes, but I make it a priority. I love to read, and I encourage my staff to read, and I've been known to buy them books, and we'll actually sit down and take a book, and we'll each take a chapter on it and explain what we think in them to us. So we're very much in team building, very much on working together and communicating. Familiar book is Monday Morning Leadership, and it's really just talking about our lives and how they can be chaotic, and how we have to have some discipline in there to make sure that we keep our lives moving and work together as a team and communicate. The International Bank is special. It's a special bank. You won't find very many banks that we know you, we know your family. But also we know that if you call at 7 or 8 o'clock, we all carry cell phones. And what's important to you is important to us. And so will we respond? We want to make sure that our customers are successful. If our customers are successful, we will be successful as a bank, and we will continue to grow. And that's one of our main goals. So taking care of our customer is the highest priority we have here at the bank. Our bank is a 5-star rated, which is the top rating you can get for a bank. Our numbers are very clear, very strong, very sound. We're very proud of that. So as you go around the United States, you'll find not everyone has a 5-star rating. We consider the community here very vibrant, and we want to participate in it as a bank. We want to serve our community. We want to make sure that our community is healthy. And so you'll find us in such things as Boys and Girls Club, Make-A-Wish, United Way. And United Way is a great story because our bank is in the top 10 this year for United Way giving. That tells you the people that we have here not only care about our customers, care about our community. So I think it says a lot. And I'll stop there, but I could go on for a long time on that. As our bank continues to grow, we will continue to grow in supporting our communities. The current condition of the bank is we continue to grow. And, last year we grew 16% in lending, which the normal bank probably grew less than 8%. And we were able to take that to the next level. And so we'll continue to lend. We'll continue to support our community. Here, the Valley has been very, very good to our bank and supported our bank. And we'll continue to evolve and grow slowly out of the Valley. Why would anybody want to deal with the International Bank? First of all, we care. But second of all is our people are very much geared to the success of our customers. So if you actually deal with our bank, what you're going to find is the service level is going to be much higher. You're going to find out you're not a Social Security number. You're not just another customer. When you come into the bank, we will know your name. And when you leave the bank, we will thank you. International Bank has been very successful at lending. As I said, 16% last year. The average bank did less than 8%. We will continue to lend. We think that's one of our biggest strengths. We want our customers to be able to borrow from the bank and to support their businesses. So I would see that continuing. Our lending, we always treat our customers fairly. And so I consider us very competitive. But I also consider us that, when we sit down and look at a customer, we look at the strengths and we look at the risk, and we go from there as far as getting the rates. We're not the highest bank. We're not the lowest bank. We're the most consistent bank. Let me tell you that Banorte is our sole shareholder, which means they own all our stock. So our bank is basically a sister bank of Banorte. It has been a great relationship. Banorte is a very strong bank in Mexico. I believe it is the third largest bank in Mexico. We've been able to work with their customers who are now living in the U.S. and been able to service them in many ways, such as lending, such as deposits, such as just making sure we let them know on certain things where they need to go and what they need to do. So, if they're trying to buy a house, we can do the mortgage for them, and we'll sit down with them and explain to them how to approach it. If they're buying a commercial building, we will sit down with them and explain to them what documents you need today. One of the things today is banking has changed, and the regulatory world is just a little bit tougher. They require more documentation. And so part of our job is to explain that to our customer and make them feel at ease, because they may have not gotten a mortgage for 20 years, but it sure has changed. So Banorte is, I cannot say enough positive things about them, a very good supporter of International Bank. And what a great area. I mean, we have restaurants most states don't have. We have a great school system. We have great nonprofits. The Valley is a key place to live and work. And so from my standpoint, I'm very, very pleased. The Woodlands area is a great area. We're very excited about the Woodlands. We think it has a great future. But I would be remiss to say that we're looking in the Dallas area. We're looking in the Austin, San Antonio, and we actually have customers there already who want to deal directly with us. From my standpoint, and from the bank standpoint, we care about our customers. We also care about our employees. We also want to make sure that everyone is successful. We want to make it a win-win. And so when you deal with our bank, I think you'll find a lot of enthusiasm from our people. And it starts from the bottom up. It doesn't start from the top down. Our people care. And so we want to make sure that everyone understands that we have a very open door policy here. You want to talk to anyone in the bank, you come in. And that if you need something, we're not an 8-to-5 bank. We're here when you need us. I think to recognize our employees is probably, I cannot say enough about them. They handle themselves very professionally, and I'm very proud of them.